What might it look like in our world to experience abandonment to God in each and every present moment? Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. I am the host of our morning meditation group, Flourishing During Times of Uncertainty. Happy Friday. It's going to be a great day. We've got a really great morning practice set up this morning. I absolutely love being with all of you on Fridays. We'll have a little different inspiration than we've had the rest of the week. We'll do our 20-minute silent meditation to get ready for the weekend, to get ready for our day. And then we'll do, once again, the little five-fingered Ignatian Jesuit examen at the end. So to get started, I'd like to share with you a little information from a very ancient Jesuit, Jean-Pierre Caussade. And I first came across this French Jesuit years ago when I was in the novitiate, and Dr. David Murphy, the founder of Exodus Recovery Center, it was at Brotman, the treatment center. He was always talking about this French Jesuit that transformed his life. And it has been years now, and it's something I was reading the other day. Father Caussade came up again, and I thought, I'm going to go back. I don't even have the book anymore, and buy the book, Abandonment to Divine Providence. Let me see. Hold on a minute here. Wait. There it is. By Jean-Pierre de Caussade. And it is really about finding God in the present moment, or we don't find God at all. So I'm thinking about Dr. Murphy and all the great work he did today. Exodus is probably the leading mental health uh, organization in Los Angeles, spreading, I think, all the way to San Diego. So let's start with a little inspiration from him that I selected from the first chapter. Book 1, Chapter 1. It's called Holiness Lies in Faithfulness to God's Established Order and in Abandonment to His Action. This abandonment to God, for those of you in recovery in the 12-step program, a lot of this is about my favorite step, step 3. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand God. So in this book, chapter 1, Abandonment to Divine Providence, kind of a lot of long words for a pretty simple idea. Let me just tell you, it's my favorite 2 paragraphs that I read this morning. And he says, "Oh my God, how I wish to be the missionary of your holy will and teach everyone that there is nothing as easy, ordinary, and ready to everyone's hands as holiness." Let me read that one more time because I wasn't sure I got it right the first time. Oh my God, how I wish to be the missionary of your holy will and teach everyone that there is nothing as easy, as ordinary, and ready to everyone's hands as holiness. How I would like to be able to make them understand that just as the good thief and the bad thief had not different things to do and suffer in order to be saints, so 2 people, one of who is worldly and the other leading an interior and spiritual life, have neither of them more to do or suffer than the other. Those who sanctify themselves acquire happiness by submitting to your will the same things that those who damn themselves to do through self-will. The latter damn themselves in suffering unwillingly and rebelliously the very same things that those who save themselves suffer with enduring resignation. The heart alone makes the difference. The heart alone makes the difference. O you who hear this, the cost will be no greater for you. Do what you are doing now. Suffer what you are suffering now. To do all this with holiness. Nothing need be changed but your hearts. By the heart is meant the will, and sanctity, therefore, consists in willing what happens to us by God's design. Yes, holiness of the heart is a simple fiat. The simple conformity of the desire to do God's will. What could be easier? For who can fail to love a desire so lovable and so good? Let us love God's desire then, and through this love alone, everything in us will be made divine. What a great way to start our Friday. So what I invite you to do is, with that little bit of inspiration, we move into our contemplative practice. We get a little 20-minute reprieve out of the bondage of self-will of our heads, and to move into the affective soft space of our heart. The miracle of meditation in our everyday ordinary lives. So I invite you to get comfortable. Meditation should be relaxing, comfortable, and most importantly, effortless. We just sit down and give the next 20 minutes to the God who resides in our hearts, in our affectivity, in love. So one of the ways we flourish is to unplug. I will set the timer for 20 minutes. I'll ring the bell to get us started, and then I'll ring the bell again at the end of 20 minutes and do a little guided meditation just to get us into it this morning. Let's begin. I invite you to lower the eyes or close the eyes, something that feels safe to you, and we'll begin and end with the sound of the bell. Listen, listen. The sound of this beautiful bell returns us to our true home. As always, let's begin with diaphragmatic breathing, that is, breathing deeply as possible into the lower belly 3 times to get us grounded and bring some oxygen into the brain and body. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Drop down last time. Inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. Take the attention to the body, As always, we start with the feet. Feel the soles of the feet pressed onto the green earth, our mother, and know that she may be trusted. And the only thing she asks back from any of us is a little care and respect. Moving up the body, we arrive at the cushion or the chair, providing support. And just take a moment to look over the last day and notice where you experienced a little support in your everyday life. And just lean into that support a little bit right now. Hmm. Lengthen the spine just a little bit. Healthy spine, healthy body. Relax the shoulders. Anything you've been holding on to, anything you need to let go of, any surrender at all, just let it drop off your shoulders and allow the earth to receive it and carry it. Any self will run riot, just surrender. Beautiful. Take the attention to the front of the body, to the heart. And as a community, let's cultivate a little attitude of gratitude. Let's focus on something on this beautiful Friday morning for which we're grateful. It could be someone in the rooms, someone in your family, your relationship with God or the saints, anything at all, just something you're grateful for this morning. And now just try to name it in one word. Gently take that word and place it towards the back of your heart. And together as a community, let's breathe into that gratitude. Inhale and exhale. And just notice what you feel. Finally, take the attention to the forehead, the area between the eyebrows, the seat of intuition. And let's set an intention for this morning's practice. Ignatius would say, ask for something you deeply desire, not being afraid to ask God for something beautiful and imaginable in this moment. We'll seal that intention with an inhale, exhale. Take the attention to the breath. Engage your sacred word. Drop down and enjoy a little deep rest. Please continue. Gently bring your attention back to the room. If your eyes were closed, go ahead, open the eyes. You can circle the wrist one way, then the other. Circle the arms and the shoulder. Reverse the train. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Last time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Shake out anything you've been holding on to. Get ready for the weekend. Wonderful job, everyone. I would encourage you to keep this morning practice going over the weekend, to try to set aside 20 minutes to start the day. And I can already hear through the internet some of you saying, come on, Father Frank, it's the weekend. I promise you it will make a difference. And if 20 minutes is too much, I hear you. Just don't do nothing. Try to even at your very best, breathe 10 times to start the day, just to kind of reground yourself, because no one enjoys going through life with knee-jerk reactions. So for our little examine today, Ignatian examine, we'll do again the 5-fingered Ignatian examine, and we'll start with breathing. And for the breath, I love this. Dr. Andrew Weil at Harvard came up with a way. Any of you struggling with anxiety, imagine that, during a pandemic and everything else that's going on in the world. But one of the best ways to calm the heart is this really simple breathing technique. And I'll show it to you, and we'll do it together 3 times. Just take the hands to the heart, find your heart wherever it is, and then we'll inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Together, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 2 more times. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, give it all you got. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Release the hands. Inhale once and blow out the candle. And just notice if you feel a little calmer. It's almost hard not to. What all the research in neuroscience is showing, that if we want the relaxation response, we just simply have to make the exhale a little longer, double the time than the inhale. And this little exercise does it. Jeff, I'm seeing you're online. I will tell you, um, I know Jeff's in theology, studying to be a priest, and they never taught me this at JST, but sometimes if I'm getting a little anxious, a little nervous about giving a homily, I will do this right before I go out to preside. And it's unbelievable, just as a way of completely calming the whole central nervous system. So that's if you have to say mass and do a homily. But anyone else, all kind of anxiety can come up in any given day. Just give it a try and then let me know. Write in the comments what works, if it didn't. So I try to do that, the little breathing exercise. Second, just go back to our meditation, something we're grateful for this morning. It could be this community, it could be something, it could be that orchid behind me, anything at all, just something you're grateful for. Just take it in. And then third is notice what you feel. Fourth is a prayer. Notice where God showed up. My friend, Father Charlie Mutno, used to always challenge me. He's like, oh, you psychologists and desire, let it go. just notice where you come alive. So just kind of notice, look back where you come alive, wherever that may be. For me, in my own reflection, yesterday we had the flourishing and recovery on the patio, and it was so great because the opposite of addiction is connection. And Brother Henry and I do the food pantry, and there's a whole group who comes to the food pantry who everyone's living on the streets or temporary housing, and then they do the flourishing and recovery on Tuesday and Thursday. And I always say I'm the luckiest Jesuit alive. It's really this amazing community who comes together twice a week to address the things that nail them down. And uh, and and then lastly, I absolutely love Father Jean-Pierre de Caussade, the miracle of the present moment, his idea of getting out of the head and into the heart. And every single one of us in this room this morning has at some point felt a fear of being emotionally available. And we put up a million different defenses, and it doesn't make life very pleasant to live. But if we can be a little vulnerable, drop down into our hearts, be emotionally available to one another, we touch really what I believe is the sweetness of life. So, contemplative prayer meditation is to me the best way to get there, to take a little time to step back. And once we touch the deepest parts of our heart, our only response can be the fifth finger of the Ignatian examen, pay it forward. Uh, Try to pay it forward this weekend. Take this practice with you. So grateful for all of us who have shown up this week to do a morning practice and to nourish ourselves and our world. God bless you. Have a beautiful weekend.